So I have bring the piston all the way to the top and inspecting everything again. And I'm going to torque the heads today. So I'm going to put it back. Crown is here. He wants to play. Not now, baby. In a minute. This is like a couple of days after the previous video. So let's see if I can put the GoPro here so you can see better a little bit. Okay. Alright, the gasket is on. I just have to be extra careful on this one. Put it back again. And right here. Okay. I'm gonna put more oil on the bolts. Not inside, side is okay. Okay, just here. There's the camera a little bit. Here. A little bit oil here. Alright. I have oiled the bolts, all of them, underneath again because it's been sitting for a couple of days. And I'll be using the red transmission oil, just to let you know. I think it's good because it's been designed for hard parts, for hard friction. Okay, so I think it's fine. But you can use engine oil or whatever oil you have available. Just don't use cooking oil. It just bolts. All right, so. Alright, as you can see, we have started this job in what was like middle or end of January with a heater in here and snow outside. Okay, so you see I'm taking my time. I know it will take a long time and it will take more because I want to do a couple more stuff. And a lot more work on the bike there, really. Some rusty parts, they have to be replaced or chromed. So definitely the bike is going to get, much better shape than before. This is what my surgeon told me. Yes, I have done an open heart surgery on 2017. I have a heart attack on June 2017, and I did an open heart surgery in December. So my surgeon told me that, I asked him, what do you think, I'm gonna get better? He's like, well, you're gonna be better than before, that's for sure. He was right, but we have to be careful in life, that's all. So we got to this point that I'm gonna put again the manifold. I'm gonna do exactly what this guy in Tatro machine in California does. Alright, let me put this. How to do that? Just go back on my carburetor rebuild video and you can find all about the manifold. A couple of years back, I think. You can find it here on workshop playlist. Okay, so I'm gonna get my snap-on beautiful Allen key that I have for over 20 years and give it a light tension here. First put my finger inside, make sure it's good. Another light tension here, right here. Take my flashlight. You can see it. Let's see if you can see it. Alright. You see that? This is a good time to do an inspection here. Alright. You can feel it with your finger, the worst scenario. Okay, so... But I think it's important. Don't tighten them too much. Just a little bit, just by hand, just a little bit. Just loosen it a little bit. Right there. And right there. And what I'm going to do is move them a little bit like that. Okay. So I'm gonna use this torque wrench because I think it's better for this job. This one is older than this one. This is the Husky, but it's still very sensitive. I got it from the States. It's on foot-pounds. Okay, and Newton. I'm gonna use foot-pounds right here, exactly as is on the book. Alright, so let me get ready. I have already greased that on a previous episode. You can see how I done that with W4. It's really easy. So I don't keep it like 2 years in the bags and just start doing torque on these bolts. You have to test it actually. I have done this on a previous couple of days ago. Alright, hold on. So okay, the instructions, the sequence is this one. Alright, front cylinder, rear cylinder. I did a little research, and this is what's supposed to be even with the new type of gaskets, like the Cometic and or the James. They're the same for me. Anyway, but we don't follow the old torque sequences, okay? We're gonna follow them. So what we have here, okay? With the wrench tighten each cap screw to the sequence shown, 7 to 9 foot-pounds, alright? Or 10 to 12 Newton. Alright, then we go to 12 to 15, 22 to 25, that's then you go to, I'm gonna go to 38 and then 42, alright? So I'm just gonna start with the 9 right now. I don't think I'm gonna go 7 and 9, I'm just gonna go 9 and then I'm gonna go 14. Alright, hold on 1 second and let's get ready. So I have the other torque wrench here ready to set up on 22 foot-pounds, but I think I'm gonna use just this one. Alright, let me just put this one because it's the battery here. Okay. Alright, so what I do is I go to the bench and I test it before. So we start with always with the inside bolt, the outside bolt, okay? So I'm gonna start with this cylinder. So we go to, again, 1 is out. Let me just tension by hand a little bit before I go there. Okay, here. So we're gonna start with 9 foot-pounds. You know what? I'm gonna tension them a little more before I start, so they can get ready. Okay, just by hand. Okay, Then we go to the rear one. You see, I can fit here. Yes, okay, we'll go a little bit this one, and then we go to this one. All right. Okay, then we'll go again. Front cylinder is the forward one. Let me do that. A little bit here. A little bit here. Come around. Sorry, this is, okay, I'm confused a little bit, yeah. There, the front, the rear, right, correct. This one a little bit, and then this one. All right. Let me try again. The 9 foot-pounds this time. Okay. Gonna go around. So we're going to the rear first. We're doing this cylinder, and okay, rear. Okay, it's the outside bolt. All right, so we start with this one. That's it. Then the second one, number 2. I got it. You hear the noise? Then you go across. I'm gonna come around. To this one. All right. You hear that? 9 foot-pounds. Stop. I'm going to do the front too. Let's go. So we have front cylinder, the outside bolt, the one towards the exhaust. There you go, 9. There you go, number 2. All right, front cylinder, 1, we did. 2, we did, then we'll go 3. Okay, and 4. All right. Okay. Now check the manifold again. You see, the more I do, the more tight becomes this one here. And I have this just hand tight. Amazing. Let me see how tight they are. Yeah, just a little bit. You see this one? Yeah. You see? Not even moving anymore. It goes to position. Check here. It looks good. All right. Let's go to 14. Let me get ready the wrench. The book says 12 to 15, so I'm gonna put 14. I have already tested the wrench on the vise again. And let's start again with the outside bolt. The one of the exhaust side. So we're going to 14. There you go, and stop. Number 2. And stop. Number 3. It's the exhaust side again. All right. And number 4, the intake. Okay, let's do the front. Okay, we start with the outside bolt, the exhaust side, 14 foot-pounds. There you go. The intake side. There you go. You see, I'm confusing now. The intake side, what I was, I have to go across, right? Yeah, exhaust side, intake side, we're gonna go to exhaust side again. Sorry. 14 foot-pounds, there you go. And the intake side. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark them. I'm gonna tell you in a minute why. Okay. We are on 24. Maybe I'll go a little bit here, a little bit off the 24. Okay, the book says 22 to 25. So let's go 23 and a half, 24 really. Okay. Alright, let's go to 24. Start from the rear cylinder again. And we go to the exhaust side bolt. I let them sit for 5 minutes so the gasket can actually absorb the pressure. Alright. There you go. I kind of like let it go, sit for 5 seconds and then go again. Down the number 2. 5 seconds. You see? It's better this way. Okay. Number 3, the exhaust side. Wait. 5 seconds. There you go. Okay, the intake side, number 4 bolt. Wait. 5 seconds. Okay, let's do the other one. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the next step. The next step is, it says 38 to 42. A lot of people doing 34 first or 35. Let me check it and I'll be back. Okay, number 2. Graham wants to play with the ball. It's not the time right now. Okay, number 2. Okay, we got 1, 2. Number 3, exhaust again. Okay, and number 4. Okay. Okay, before we do the final one, see if this got any tension. Very little here and very little here. Everything looks normal. Good. Alright, so let's do the... Okay, let's do the 42. And final one. So we start again, number 1 bolt in the rear. Exhaust side. One. Two. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Okay, let's do the front. Okay, front bolt. Rear. Okay. You gotta give it a little bit of time, I think. Okay. Okay. 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Yes, I did a little mistake here. I went to this bolt, but then I corrected. I went to this. So it's, you know, after the 34 foot-pounds to 42, it's not really much of a difference. So I hope everything is okay. Okay, that's it. And you know, just try to follow the seconds. Give it 5 seconds, and it should be fine. All right. And this is good too. Let's go to the next step. Okay. So this is nice and clean. I'm doing a final inspection here. Has a little bit of oil here. Okay, the metal one goes down. One. O-ring. Okay. Okay, so here. Alright, the metal one goes down. And this is the new rubber O-rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and let me check here if the rubber ones are on the top. Yes, these two are. These two are. Good. Okay, so let's bring the rear cylinder. This is the exhaust. The exhaust one, it's longer. The exhaust one is longer, and it's brown. Okay. And I just put a little bit oil on it. Okay. This is the intake one. Okay. The intake is in. All right, the intake one, it's green. I'll clean them with gasoline. Okay, I have done the preparation on the previous video. If you go a couple of videos back, but let me show you a trick here. You grab it with 2 forefingers and you push it up and it does a click inside the rubber. Okay, now you're good. Alright, okay, the long one goes outside. Again. you actually have to lift them up like this, to fit in. So I took out the bolts to do it. You saw my hands, and hopefully you can do it too, but you have to actually lift it up. Lift it up from the valves like this, so you can fit right here. Alright, let me put the other two. I have put Loctite on the bolts. A little bit more on this one, because I took it out again. Just a couple of drops, you don't need too much. And I'm going to show you how I put it in. Okay. It's the same trick with a cylinder. Okay, if you have watched my previous video, how I put the rear cylinder in, the trick is you have to have the piston inside the cylinder, push up, okay, and you have to rotate it and fit it on the rear left stand, inside. Then the whole thing straights up, and you can bring it all the way up and insert to the 4 stands. Okay, remember that. The same approximate trick once on these ones. Okay, you can put the head here with the studs first of all, and with the front left bolt. You have to put it later. Check it out. You have space. You see that? You just move the cables, and you can put that bolt in. But you cannot put this bolt in. You have to put it all together. Alright? Then you kind of like level out the gasket. That's the metal gasket, that's this one. Without scratching it. Okay, I put it with the letters up. It doesn't matter, I think it's the same. It doesn't have a side. And now I can put the little ones with no problem, right? Right here. There's 3 of them. And I have already put Loctite on those. And hopefully I can put this one too. Yes, I know it's not easy, but you don't have to take your engine down if you do that, okay? If you want to do more major repair, just take the whole engine down. It's just a little bit easier, much easier maybe. Okay, so we got this going, and now let's get ready for the next step. Because I don't see any other way to put it in. Okay, very careful. Over here. Okay. This is the exhaust side. Okay, that goes where the bolt goes. This is the safety thing. Okay, be patient. Take your time on that. All right. Okay. See if it's leveled. bring it up a little more. Okay, right there. I think it's good. Let me see it. Yeah, a little bit left and right. Okay. Okay, let me rotate that so the bolt can go through right there. Let me see if the intake goes in. Or I'm going to do the same thing again. I don't see it going. No. So take it off again. Alright. Put it here for now, nice and clean. Put it inside. I have already put the piston on the dead top center, so I'm all set on that. Okay. Alright, let me put just one bolt here, just to keep it there. Okay, take the pin again. Make sure the safety groove is to the bolt, facing the bolt. Let me see again here. Alright. Okay, let me see. I can see it from here. Let's bring that up a little bit. Why not? Right there. Okay. Alright. To understand. Alright. Keep the groove outside to the bolt. I'm gonna put the bolt now, it has Loctite. Okay. Let's check the gasket. Is in place. Alright, let me put the other bolts and we'll see. We come back to that. Okay, I have one more bolt here. My hands are oily, so it's not really that easy to put this one. I try to concentrate on this today because I got a lot of things to do, but you have to clear your mind and concentrate on exactly this and the previous part because they're very important. I almost did a mistake with the torque, but I was lucky because I did it on almost on 34, 40 pounds. There's this guy in the turtle machine. I saw him actually, I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but I think I saw him torque the head on one Sportster Evo to 50. I don't know. But, you know. Okay. We're getting there. Alright, now the most important thing is, let me put this bolt a little bit more in before I continue. The little ones. See, it's not it. Okay. I'm just hand tied everything right now. I have already replaced the upper gaskets. These are the new ones, the rubber ones, and there's one in the middle. So two of them. Now the trick is, when you get to the point, make sure, you see, you don't have too much space here for the lifters, alright? You see, it's a little bit asymmetrical, but I have like 1/8 of an inch. This is what I'm talking about. Right here. Okay? So the lifters can go nice and easy. And then you gotta wait. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna wait at least 45 minutes for the next cylinder. So these are hand tied now. So it says here, page 321. All right. We have to do the 12 and 13 first on a crossbar end. We'll have to tie them to 15 to 18 foot-pounds. Okay, these are the ones they're talking about right here. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. All right, 3, 4. You see before. Okay, then we have to do it on a cross section. We have to, like, let's say one here, one here, one here, slowly for the lifters to go down. Then we have to tie the 14, 15 to 10 to 13 foot-pounds. That's the little ones, 3 of them. Okay, this 1, 2, 3. So these are later. These are important. All right. So let me take a break and let's do that. One thing, because I just hand tied just a little bit and it snug a little bit, this one. Okay. So that means it was not really something in place, and that's the reason you go very slow. Now it's even. You see that? And you can rotate the stands. Okay, and hold on, let me put this in place, and we can actually move this a little bit. All right, so let's tension slowly by hand before I use the torque wrench. Again. Go very slow on this part. If you're not a mechanic, I'm an engineer. I'm not a mechanic. So just a little tension here. Okay, I'm going here, and I'm going on this side, then I'm going again on this side, a little bit here, a little bit here. Let's see. You see, I can feel the tension now. And this is more here. All right, so, you know, I think 1/8 of an inch, it's perfect. All right, and let's do 1, 2. This is very loose. I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go the other side. Okay, this is very loose too. Okay. And let's see what's going on. Now we're going down a little bit more. Okay. Let me give it one more. I'm not putting too much pressure. I'm not going to put the torque wrench yet. Just a little bit. You see, I can feel the tension now. Okay, one here, one here, one here, and here. Now I'm like to 1/16. Let us sit for a minute. Okay, now this is 10 minutes after, maybe 15. You see, I can rotate them, and I'm still on the 1/16. I saw some people, I'm going to follow the book, so I'm going to do the 4 big ones, and then the other 3, and then the other 2 Allen. All right. So basically, what I do now is I just tight a little bit the 1/4" bolts, just a little bit. Let's see if I can. Let me see. So all together brings the whole thing down. nicely. If you're doing your own job, you don't have to rush, really. Okay, this is a little bit loose. Let me go on this one again. This is tight. This is loose again. So I bring the whole thing down nicely. You see, I'm almost down to, I don't know, definitely less than 1/16. Maybe 1 millimeter. Okay, let's see now. You see now, they're tight again. Alright, give it 10 more minutes. Okay, another thing is, this is not the same. Did I say before it was the same? Cancel. But I realized because the rear front one was not going all the way in. That's why it's very important to go slow with this. I forgot that the rear ones, the left side, they're shorter. Okay? And the pushrod side, it's longer. Right here. Alright? So these two are longer than the left one. Alright, so I took them off, I put more Loctite and I just put it back. And before I complete tension, I want to double check with the book again. Alright, let me be back. Okay, so I have tied them by X pattern, hand tied, slowly, this time they're correct. And that's a ½ inch. I go a little more by hand. I kind of feel it because I can put the torque wrench on 2 of these bolts. Okay. Alright, so let's see the 115 foot-pounds here. So let me try the first one first. Right there. Okay, now on the other side. Hold on 1 second. On the other side, I can do the one. I can do the one. What is this? Hold on. Yeah, I need the extension. One of the extensions. This is a good one. Okay, so I did this one, so I'm gonna hand tie this one, approximately where we are, right there. And I can do this one 15 pounds. Count to 5. Right there. And I can now do this one. Count to 5. Right there. Double check this one. Yes. Go and check the other one. Okay. The one I'm gonna hand tie it, it's this one. It's good. We're good. Alright, so let's do the 3/4 inch ones. Okay, this is 10 to 13 foot-pounds. I'm going to put it on 12. Hold on. Try to stabilize the GoPro here. Alright. So I'm going to put it on 12. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I'm I'm gonna hand tight this one right there, a little more. I can actually feel it. Alright, let's try this one again. Count to 5. Right there. One more here. Count to 5. Count to 5 again. Right there. We're good. And just hand tight little more this one. It's a 7/16. I think we're good. Okay, now I need the Allen ones on the other side. These are just hand tight them. I want about 12 foot-pounds so I can feel it. Alright, let me do the other one. We're all set on this part. Alright. It looks like if you go that slow, then look at that. As long as this is the rotate, I'm going to leave a little more just to be safe, but you can rotate the stance right here. Alright. Then you're all set to start the other side, to rotate the engine and put the piston on the top at the dead center. Okay. So I can even move them. Good. Alright, so let's put check the rubber here, the rubber gasket, if it's all okay. We can put the middle section. Now, the middle section, this goes to the breather. Okay. Hopefully this one is gonna go in. Okay, that was another pain in the ass. Okay, I'm gonna say it. You have to rotate them, and you have to put this corner in, this corner, okay, this corner in here, a little bit drop down, and then rotate the rear so this is up. Okay, this is up. So this side here now can slide here. Alright, so anyway, that's the trick. The other solution is, if you put it together with this, that will be nice too, but you're gonna have problem to tight these bolts. Okay, alright, this one special, this one here, let's see if you can tight this. But you know, you can probably do this. No, you can't, because it's the Allen bolts here. Alright, so the only way is the way I told you. The way I just did it. You put it on 5th gear again, alright, and you rotate till you get clearance from this one. You drop this down, then you drop this, you bring this up so this can go down, and it will slide from this, actually from both sides into this one. Okay, sorry guys, but that's what it takes. Okay, so I even removed the gasket, the rubber gasket off, because with the new gaskets, probably the whole thing has raised up about 1 millimeter or something. So it's even more difficult than before. So now I have to put everything back. That's okay. That's not really a big deal. Alright. And okay, make sure there's a small one in the center. This one is in. Alright, before you start closing down. Alright, let's see if the cover is gonna go on now. Okay, so this is the rear. Let's leave the bolts for now. Let's see if this is gonna go. So we have 2 bolts here, and we have 4 of them. Nothing here. Yeah. Alright, so it goes only one way. Let's see. Okay, that was easy. Alright. Get off again. Make sure the rubber is in properly. No, it's not. Okay. This is the last piece, so I'm going to take my time. It's not inside here. Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Let me go the other way just in case. I don't want to screw it up. The last piece. Okay, it's good. Okay. Alright, so this is nice and clean. Let's go again. Alright. Alright. Oh boy, let me see here. Alright, let me get the bolts ready. Okay, last touch for today. Last touch for today will be the number 1 bolts right here. Okay, tighten the screws to 10 to 13 foot-pounds. Okay, crisscross pattern. Step it up the GoPro so you can see a little better. I know the light is here. So this is it for today. Oops. Well, James gave me these nice new washers here, but you know, I can take this off. It doesn't matter. It looks in really good condition right now, the original. And this brush one looks a little bit weak to me, so I'm just going to change the plastic one, the black one. Okay, 1 drop. Just 1 drop. Oops, that's too much. Okay. Alright. It's alright. Okay, let me take this off. Put the rest of the Loctite on this one. Okay, let me get this. Right, let me get the extension for now. So I'm gonna do the other one tomorrow. It's getting late, and you know, hopefully I finish my business and I can do it in the afternoon. We'll see. Now, one thing Harley does is, just can't die right now, as you can ask me how to take this off, right? Check it out. The fourth one, it's got a hole right here. I don't know if all the Softails have that, but this one does, you know. So you don't have to use that Allen keys thing. Just go like this. Okay. And right there, right there, right there. Okay. Well, you cannot really put the torque rings on this one, but it's okay. I mean, it's probably, there is some kind of tool that you can, you know, stick there. I just don't have it. It doesn't matter. It's only 12 foot-pounds. You can actually do it by hand. It's not really a big deal. You can feel it. Alright, let's try that. Let's see. What is it right here? Okay, I'm gonna use the extension. Let's try this one. Give it a little bit of time. Let me try this. Give it a little bit of time. Try this. Okay. Ten foot-pounds. I mean, I can probably do it by hand. It would be safer. Let me go the other way. Try this again. Okay. Let's do that again. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, I'm not going to give it any more. The torque wrench is too big for that, and I can't hold it really good, so I just hand tight. This is good. Alright guys, tomorrow is another day. Thanks for watching.